Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. It is the 2nd of January. This is Saturday. They're running 2 units, pretty much full, about 8,000 CFS. And I'm going to start throwing, it's a white 1/8 ounce jig, 4-pound line. Try working this bank all the way down to probably the boat ramp. Missed one. Missed another one. Well, 0 for 2 so far. And nothing on the first cast. Josh, my son-in-law, and I came up here yesterday, and we didn't catch very many, but we caught some nice ones. Mainly using white. And there's the little one. Second cast. They just started running these 2 units yesterday, I think. They increased the flow because Table Rock started coming up. It's come up about 1 foot. Beaver's come up about 1 foot, Beaver Lake. Just right on the verge of not many people up here fishing. It's right about 32 degrees, so mist for a little bit and then snow for a little bit. So a few people up here fishing off the bank. Dwayne and his friends came up yesterday and was throwing jigs, and although they didn't land anything big, they said they lost a couple of, one nice rainbow and one nice brown. I think mainly on white jigs, but they also caught them on black and purple, he said. Josh caught a smallmouth, but that was, he caught that below lookout. Caught it on a white jig, working the bluff bank. There's a little tap. I missed him. And yesterday, Blake went out. He said they were biting, but really, really light. Two units is not a whole lot of water. Might sound like a lot. 8,000 CFS. It really isn't. I think I just had another little touch. That's the bottom. So what I'm trying to do, like I said, it's not a lot of water, so it's not real deep out here. I'm probably fishing 5-6 foot deep, so but I am trying to keep it just off the bottom. 1/8 ounce jig, I've got to work it a little bit faster to keep it from rolling on the bottom. When I jig it up and let it fall, that's normally when that fish is going to hit it. It's on the fall, so I'm paying a lot of attention to the line for a tap, or if it gets heavy. Can't really see the line, but that line, if it goes slack, usually it's in the fish's mouth. Well, felt like the bottom. A lot of this area up here, there's gravel, but there's also kind of big rocks. There's not a lot of wood on the bottom to get snagged up. There are some bigger rocks that will grab your jig. We're not supposed to get any kind of significant rain today. I think we're done for a while. So I think the lakes will stabilize, and they might run those 2 units for a week or so. That first section I just drifted, the water is pretty much the same depth. It stays 6-7 feet maybe with this much water running. Then you get down here, and this is a flat. The channel is actually behind me, so this is a lot shallower. It's probably about 4 feet deep here across this flat, and it's about 200 yards long, and it drops back down into 6, 7, 8 foot deep. So Gonna work it a little quicker across this flat. Kind of make that jig dance a little bit. Try to get a fish to chase it. That might have been a fish. They're biting a little short, I think, if those are bites. Oh, that was a fish. He hit it pretty hard. That was my fault. It was misty. Okay, I'm down towards the end of the flat. Starting to get deeper now, so I can work it a little slower. But I am going to go over and here in just a minute and fish that bank over there. But the fish do tend to sit. We call this big hole, because it goes from the flat and then it drops down into a little deeper hole, and those fish will tend to sit on that drop off, and I think that's about where I got him. That's a nice rainbow. Hopefully my lens is not much water on it. Pretty rainbow, about 17 and a half, 18 inches maybe. Okay, hold on a second. I'll get you off. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna mosey over to this bank over here. Oh, the fish are kind of midging over here in that slack water. I didn't bring my fly rod. They're taking something off the surface there. I'm not sure what it is. You know, they're not running as much water as I had thought. That it's not deep enough really to go over and fish that, so I'm going to stay back. Cardinal sin, I leave the camera down. I'm going to go back out the middle. Still work this side, but I'm not going to work the edge. Maybe when I get down a little further. I fished that spot here, gosh, maybe a month ago, but they're running more water than they are now at that time, so I'll change my mind. Now we're supposed to have a warm-up this week. Supposed to get back up in the 40s, maybe even see 50. Now we're getting, actually been in it for a little bit. The bottom from here down changes Not a lot of gravel, but a lot of bedrock and just bigger rocks. It's a fair amount of structure for fish to hide behind rocks that are on the bottom and little holes that the bedrock makes. So it holds a little bigger fish a lot of times. And what I want to do is swim that jig by their face. Hopefully we'll draw a bite. Be notified every time we upload a video, which is every day. And you can like us on Facebook if you'd like, and you'll see us come up in your feed. So God bless, Happy New Year, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, hit that one hard. Well, I'm down below Lookout, and it started to snow a minute ago. Now it's just kind of spitting. Not sure what. I lost both my white jigs, so I put on an olive and ginger jig with a brown head, 1/8 ounce. And then about my third cast is hook this rainbow. He hit it hard. He's fighting good too. Whew, boy, he is fighting real hard. He's not as big as the two I caught earlier, but he's sure fighting harder. Another skinny fish. Get him. He's got a broken jaw. Not sure how that happened. My hands are cold. Oh, there we go. Super. That was a little bonus footage.